So today I'm going to talk to you about what I call the perception deception. Hopefully it's not too echoey. I'm just at the library, so we'll see. Uh, so sometimes there are people in your life that you try and get in contact with to arrange something, maybe to meet up or whatever it is. And especially if you're somebody who has your shit together, you're organized, you understand your value, and you simply want to meet up with this person to establish if they are also someone that's compatible and have value. And so you contact this person, and let's say they don't write back or they don't contact you back. So obviously this could be because they're busy, and you have to take that into account. But often there's a perception. Now in business, they talk about the value of scarcity, right? So when it comes to people, there's this perception deception of scarcity equals value. And so if you try and get in contact with someone and they don't contact you back, sometimes you can make an assumption that maybe you're not worthy of their time, or maybe that they're somehow higher value than you and that's why they can't afford to give you their time. But most of the time, what I've found is that these people actually are not organized. They're disorganized. And they also don't understand your value. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say you were an entrepreneur and Richard Branson gave you a call and he said to you, "Hey, I've heard about you on Facebook somehow, and I'm in Brisbane. I'm in your town for the day, and I'm curious to hear what you're doing, and I'd like to meet up with you for lunch and hear your story." How quickly do you think that you would get back to him? How much importance would you place on that meeting? Well, if you're an entrepreneur and you know who Richard Branson is, you would place every amount of importance that you possibly could. It would be absolutely top, wouldn't it? You would wipe your schedule and you would make the thing happen because you saw the value. And this is true for no matter what you're into, no matter who it is. You just replace them with someone of high value. The point of that story is that if there's a high enough perceived value, if that person understands your value, they will make time to see you. In fact, they'll make it a priority to see you. In fact, they will rearrange their schedule to make it happen, and they won't risk losing that opportunity. So a couple of things. If somebody doesn't get back to you, and obviously in terms of the nice guy syndrome, this could be a girl, and you're just going about your day, you're wanting to meet up, just to chat, to see if you're compatible, to see. And they don't get back to you. They could be busy, they could have lost interest, could be a number of things. But ultimately what you need to understand is that everything must come back to you and your value. And that's what I talked about in the video about the lighthouse and having purpose. So go to a reasonable lengths to organize to meet with people. Maybe you just want to make new friends. You know, this can be guys or girls. It doesn't have to be anything romantic. It could just be someone you're interested in being friends with. If they can't or don't make the time to see you, either they don't see enough value in it, or they're so disorganized and busy that they're not going to be able to fit time into that friendship anyway. And everybody has stuff, you know, it's no judgment here. But you have to think to yourself, is this someone you want in your life? Is this someone, do I want to make time and space and energy for someone who can't make time and space and energy for me in the beginning? And keep in mind, you know, the onus is on you to show your value to people. You can't just assume they'll know. And there's a bit of an art to that as well. But that being said, always ask yourself, is this something I want in my life?